Hey, good morning, y'all. Jesus is Lord, and the Word works. We were talking to you yesterday about God granting you the desires of your heart. Didn't say He'd change your desires. A lot of preachers preach it that way. Oh, well, God will change your mind. No. He said He'd grant you the desires of your heart. And if you don't know what's good or bad, well, you need to get born again anyway. So whatever you desire, and you have not because you ask not. Now, we taught all of our children. We have 4 grown children now. The youngest one's 35. So we have 4 grown children, but we taught them as they were coming up what things, help me, soever you desire. So our oldest son wanted a Corvette. He got one. Our second son wanted a 59 Corvette, and he got one. Our third son wanted a new Pathfinder, and he got one. Well, our daughter wanted a BMW Z3, and they got one. The whole thing is, I didn't want any of those cars. It wasn't my desire. But the point is, it was their desire, and they didn't know limitations. Come on, Pat.
Exactly.
The average Christian said, I could never afford that. Well, you're never going to have it. You can afford whatever God can afford, and He's waiting on you to make the choice. Preach.
Mark 11:24. What things soever you desire. Most people don't even know what they desire because you are so used to choosing things within your budget, within your limitations, rather than choosing things based on God's covenant promise of no limitations.
Look, can I just add this?
Uh-huh.
Baby, we ain't ever chose things based on our budget.
We've never had a budget.
We've never had one.
Because we are limitless.
And we've never chose things based on our limitations. We just do things based on God's limitation. And I got some good news. God.
There are no limitations. I mean, He's the God that created everything.
I was going to say it this way from Alabama. God ain't limited.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you can believe Him for it, then He'll do it for you. In fact, He's waiting for somebody to believe Him.
Yes, let's go back to what things soever you desire. Because so many times Christians start saying, well, it's got to have good gas mileage. Or it's got to be a used car. I can't afford a new car. Or they'll think of some other things that just totally brings it down from the desire Father has for you. If God's going to supply the car, He's going to supply the gas. He is the supply. He is your source of supply. And that's what we told each one of our children. What do you desire? So we trained them, and once we saw that in Mark 11:24, we started thinking that way. What do we desire? Not what can we afford? Because it wasn't us that's going to supply it. It was the Father that was going to supply it.
I'm going to close with this, and you won't like it. I never desired a fat, ugly wife. Come on, preach. And so I've still got a young, cute wife. Come on.
Thank you.
And so we're going to keep it that way with the words of our mouth. And you don't want no fat, ugly husband and broke husband. You want one that's good looking and still full of vim and vigor, whatever that is, and lots of money.
Yes.
Hey, we got to go. Have a great day. God's waiting on you. You don't have to wait on Him. So until we're with you tomorrow, you remember all day, Jesus is Lord, and the Word works.